Chapter 22 of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex has officially dropped, and yes, we have a lot to talk about. Well, not that much to talk about. If you've been following this channel for a while, you know I've been discussing everything that's going to take place this year, specifically this arc with the Sand Ninjas teaming up with the Leaf Village to save Gaara, and how it was going to lead to Momoshiki, Kawaki, and Jura versus Boruto. In this video, we're going to discuss everything that's going to happen next chapter and the chapter after that. Before we start with the content, don't forget to leave a like on the video. Every like helps us beat the algorithm because I don't understand how the YouTube algorithm works. And if you're feeling different, go ahead and subscribe. Our goal is to try to at least get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of this year. With that out the way, yo, it's Tusai Anime, and let's get into this. Between Jura and Boruto has officially started, and it went completely how I expected the fight to go. Boruto really doesn't have anything in his arsenal in his base form that will compete with the power of Jura. And this is something Kashin Koji has repeated non-stop since the beginning of 2 Blue Vortex. My favorite moment of this chapter is when they showed how powerful Jura really is. Jura tanked the Uzuhiko, and you know that's Boruto's trump card. That's his ultimate weapon in his arsenal. When he used it against Code for the first time, it wasn't even a full power or charged up Uzuhiko. He just did it to weaken Code so he can get the information from him. Fast forward into the invasion of the Leaf Village, Boruto hit Hidari with a full power Uzuhiko without holding back and completely shredded Hidari.
Holy shit, he dead!
Boruto just did the same level of Uzuhiko that he did to Hidari to Jura, and Jura just stands up like nothing happened. You know this is very bad. This is no different from when Sasuke and Naruto went all out against Jigen and still lost, and then we find out there's a stronger version of Jigen called Ishiki, and Ishiki just dog walked Naruto and Sasuke at their strongest forms until Naruto used Baryon mode. This fight even more one-sided when you read it. It's the fact that Boruto was outmaneuvering Jura the whole fight, but he just didn't have enough oomph in any of his attacks to lay any damage on Jura, and eventually he's going to tire himself out. Then Kashin Koji said something very important, and this is what's going to contribute to all the events that's going to take place in the next chapter and the chapter after that. So chapter 23 and 24 leading to chapter 25. He said that Boruto can't leave. He can't use Flying Thunder God to escape the area, because if he does, Jura is just going to go attack his friends and get the Thorn Soul Ball. Essentially, Boruto is trapped in this fight. He has to fight or his friends will die. This is why you see the panic on Ida's face when Kashin Koji relays this information to her, because she realized their only hope, which is Boruto, is about to die. I told you guys, everybody in the comments saying Boruto wasn't going to die. It's coming. I'm trying to tell you. So what's going to happen next chapter? If you've been paying attention, it's pretty obvious. Like I said, Boruto is going to be stuck in a situation where he has no choice but to use his Karma Seal. And that very situation just played out in chapter 22. Like Kashin Koji said, Boruto can't leave the battlefield, because if he leaves the battlefield, Jura will attack his friends. After that dialogue and conversation about love, Boruto isn't going to ditch his friends to be left in a situation where they have to fight against the ultimate evil, the ultimate bad. So Boruto has no choice but to use his Karma Seal, and this is very dangerous. Boruto stated the last time he used his Karma Seal, Momoshiki took over. On the Hokage monument, while talking to Kawaki, Boruto said it feels like he's dying, that he's becoming one with Momoshiki, like they're becoming in sync and creating a new being. Base Boruto isn't enough, but Karma Seal Boruto, Karma Seal V2 Boruto will be enough to stand toe-to-toe with Jura. Similar situation that Naruto was in when he was fighting Pain and Pain killed Hinata in front of him, and he was walking towards the Nine Tails and was about to release it. That dramatic scene where Yamato was running like, oh my god, all Nine Tails, and Minato came to save the day. This is the same level of desperation that Boruto's going to endure the moment he activates his Karma Seal, because he's opening the door for Momoshiki to take over. Yes, Borushiki is coming. Not in this chapter, not chapter 23, in chapter 25. Let me cook. Chapter 23, Kawaki's going to enter the battlefield. They're gonna figure out something. Boruto can't die. It's their last hope. Ida's gonna reach out to Kawaki. They're gonna tell Kawaki the level of the danger that Boruto's in, and Kawaki's gonna convince Amato to release his limit. Once the limiters are released, Kawaki's gonna pop out of Boruto's karma seal, kind of like what Jigen did to Kawaki when he was little. Even though they don't have the same karma seal, I still think there's a level of resonance with both their karma seals that intertwines the two characters. Chapter 23 is going to end with Kawaki joining the battle. It's going to be the cliffhanger, then leading us to chapter 24. Chapter 24 is going to be the long-awaited team-up battle, Boruto and Kawaki versus Jura. Boruto using his full power with Kawaki using his full power is going to be enough to push Jura back. This is going to be a sequence of events that Kashin Koji could never predict. The full power of Kawaki and Boruto combined into one. There's one big issue, the resonance between Boruto and Kawaki's karma seal. See, it's going to speed up the process to open up the door to Momoshiki. It's a known fact when Kawaki and Boruto are next to each other, their karma seals speed up the process. We know the karma seal is just Momoshiki's essence, data compressed into a small seal. That means Momoshiki is going to eventually have the power to take over Boruto's body, leading us with entering the battle. See, everyone's on Twitter arguing that this is just a setup to pump up Kawaki, but no, this is just a setup for the Jogan. I don't understand how people are reading this and not seeing the writing on the wall. Yes, Kawaki's going to get his stocks up because he's kind of been asked this is the start of 2 Blue Vortex, but yeah, he's going to get his stocks, and you know what I'm saying, but this is just all a build up to the Jogan. Jura's probably going to escape once he sees Kawaki putting his focus on Borushiki. That takes place. Kawaki versus Borushiki part 2 is going to happen again. This is going to lead to the official death of Boruto. It's not going to be like he's going to die and never come back. He's going to die, or something's going to take place in this situation. Maybe it might be a 3-way death match. Kawaki versus Jura versus Borushiki, or Jura escapes because he got damaged and allows Kawaki and Boruto to get it in. At the end of the day, somehow Borushiki is going to be defeated, and if Borushiki is going to be defeated, that's when Boruto is going to get the ability of the Jogan. See, the Jogan is going to allow him to take fully control of his body and come back and be allowed to use Karma V2, Karma 1, and he will be able to face off against Jura without the help of Kawaki. All of this is needed to progress the story to lead us back into why Kawaki turns evil. There's something very important that's going to take place here. And I'm starting to believe that Kawaki is going to consume Jura's soul bulb. And that's a video for another day. This has been a video because I'm trying to figure out what's going to change Kawaki's mindset. I know I could be Ishibai's partner, but I also believe Jura is going to have a hand in giving Kawaki the history lesson. We'll switch Kawaki's mindset of realizing that the age of shinobi needs to end because they're all a byproduct of the Otsutsuki clan. But that's it for the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I'm out.